90.1 WECS. You're listening to Willimantic. 90.1 WECS Willimantic. And on the line I have the one, the only. Adam.
Hello.
Hey, Adam. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I'm glad you got a chance to call in. I know it's been a travel day for you, a rough travel day, and I appreciate you calling in.
Happy to call in. Yeah, today was absolutely nuts. We were stuck in Wisconsin. Well, maybe stuck's not the right word because we were having a good time there, but we were in Wisconsin for 2 or 3 days longer than we anticipated because of all the snow back here on the East Coast.
I heard you were going bowling while you were out there to pass the time.
Yeah, we found all kinds of ways to pass the time. We did a couple YouTube videos. We did some songwriting. We did go bowling one night. Up there in Appleton, Wisconsin. So we spent our time very wisely. It wasn't so bad at all.
Excellent. It's funny, when I first heard you, I kind of got a sense that maybe you were kind of from that area out in Wisconsin. 'Cause it had that kind of folky sound, but you're from Brooklyn, right?
Well, none of us are actually from Brooklyn, and one of these days we're going to have to change our MySpace and our Facebook, because although the band got its start in Brooklyn, and at one point or another we were all living there, the band is currently a little bit scattered, and I think Carrie is the last remaining resident of Brooklyn, but she's soon to move out too. You know, the past year has been filled with so much touring. We've sort of been doing the nomadic thing, a lot of couches here and there, staying with friends and family. So for now, I couldn't tell you where we live, but I'm from New York originally, from the east end of Long Island, as is the bassist Sean. Carrie's from upstate New York, Poughkeepsie. Mm-hmm. And Ben, who grew up in half his life in New York, is really a Baltimore native.
Wow. Now, you've opened up for some impressive acts like the Lumineers and G-Love. What was the most memorable for you?
Both of those are very memorable to me. It was about a year ago that we did 2 shows as direct support for the Lumineers, and I just remember 2 packed houses of really awesome, attentive fans. And those were great shows. And then G-Love was something really special, because that was our first real serious national tour, and that was 5 weeks long. So that was a whole different sort of an experience. And that was really our first time, away for a long period of time, really seeing what we were made of. And so we have him to thank for, sort of getting their feet wet with that sort of thing. So both very memorable, and lots of great cities and people that we met along the way.
Very cool. Very cool music indeed. I first came across your music. I think the first song was Hum Our Tune through on Rec Room Records. Can you tell me a little bit about working with, was it Adrian Grenier? Yeah, well, he was, gracious enough to host us for the Rec Room sessions. Although we didn't work with him directly, he has an excellent staff. He's got a couple employees that engineer it and film it. All just so happy to be there. And that's going to be a song that will appear on the next record. And but that was sort of our way to first expose that song, Hum Our Tune, to the world. So we're very grateful for that great studio recording of it. So the next album is going to be awesome then.
Oh, yeah. So the next record is going to be coming out sometime in the spring. Couldn't give you a date yet. Still a few things pending on it. But Hum Our Tune is definitely going to be a part of it. We've been playing it at shows for the past year. We wrote it, I guess, last January. We've been playing it ever since. And it's becoming a fan favorite in a lot of ways. And I think that we have that one YouTube video to thank for it. It has that video has even more reach than we do touring. Wow, that's amazing. You're lucky to be like in this era. There's so many ways to promote your band and your music, and you're doing it all. So that's great. Yeah, we try to make use of the different platforms available. I think you'd be a fool not to. Plus, it's so much fun. I mean, we love keeping fans up to date with Instagram and Facebook, and even little YouTube videos here and there. I think that they really appreciate, trying to break down that third wall and really let them be a part of the process of what it's like trying to get this band going and become a real thing. And there's been people who have been watching it from the start, and it's just really fun. Just it makes you feel like you're sort of doing it all together, and that's a really cool thing. And I don't know how long it's been around for. I think it's a relatively new phenomenon. Well, you got some amazing music, and we look forward to the
the new album in the spring, and we'll hopefully have you back on the show and be able to have more time to talk with you. We've been playing quite a few songs like Brother and Fire now in Hum Our Tune. Some great music you've got there. And you're going to be performing at for the first time in Northampton at the Iron Horse, I believe?
Yeah, we'll be at the Iron Horse on Friday. Really looking forward to seeing the city for the first time.
Oh,
should be good.
It's amazing. It's a quaint little New England town. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. I hope you'll.
Yeah, for sure.
Hope you enjoy.
I've traveled through the area a couple times, but it's always different when you get to play. It totally changes the context.
Yep.
And I feel like it's a neat way to see any city.
Excellent, Adam. Thanks for calling. Can you stay on the line for me?
Sure can.
All right, Adam. Thanks very much from Swear and Shake, right here at 90.1 WECS. And let's end off the show with their video for Fire. Here we go, Swear and Shake.
You set a fire inside of me. If you get closer